Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group Kami Keping Adam 2.0. We'll be presenting our proposed business plan about Quill. Our group members consist of 4 people, which is the leader, Adam Rait Rafi Sufri, followed by Adam Mukrish bin Nordin, me, myself, Nur Airin Rana binti Abdullah, and last but not least, Walfa Aifa binti Nordin. As you can see here, these are the contents that will be covered for today's presentation. The first one, we'll be talking about the introduction, about the quills, materials and equipment, projected costing, expected return, conclusion, and lastly, references.
So, what's the definition of livestock? Involves the care, breeding and management of domestic animals, such as goats, cows and chicken. It is to ensure the human nutrition is maintained. Animal health care is warranted. Animal breeding is controlled, and also environmental management is maintained properly. The purpose of livestock is agricultural production and maintaining animal health. So the livestock will be the practice according to animal types, climates and resources. So before we do the livestock management, we should have the adequate water, the shelter, and cleans. Give the animals to give animals safe and good. So the farmer should proper handling of animals. Why? Because it is to maintain management of animals is good. And the last is the farmers should have you should know about the balanced nutrition for animals. Why? This is for to breeding help in animals. Next, importance of livestock. First, provide food security. Second is to support rural communities, supports countries' economies, and the last is to help preserve biodiversity and genetic diversity.
I will present about Japanese quill. So, Japanese quill, also known as Cartoonix japonica, is one of the most commonly farmed quill species. It grows very fast and starts laying eggs at around 6 weeks of age. This quill can produce a lot of eggs in large number. It also well adapted to our local climate and can live comfortably in hot and humid conditions. So, why we choose quill for our project? Because they are easy to care for and do not need a lot of space. They grow quickly, reproduce early, suitable for large scale farming. In addition, they require low maintenance and low cost compared to the other poultry. And then why we choose Japanese quill? Because it early mature, high egg production, ability to adapt to the climate, and cost efficient. This makes it a good and sustainable choice for poultry farming for our project. So we go to the next part. So the next part is I will explain our quill farming system, including material and equipment used in our project. So our project focus on semi-free range system, which is suitable for small scale and sustainable quill farming. The semi-free range system is used for laying quills. And then in this system, quill are kept in single cage, but the cage can be opened to allow the quill to move outside at the certain time. This system can provide better control of quill movement while still giving them more space to move freely. And then this system is cost effective and suitable for small scale farmer with more space. Quill experience less stress, which help increase egg production. Egg collection can also become easier when the quill are outside the cage, and the risk of egg damage can be reduced. So we go to the next part, layout planning. So we have 3 examples. First is full layout of the farm. Second is example of poultry, and third is layout of the farm. For material and equipment, I will explain why we use in this quill farming system. So first, quill cage used to house laying quill, and then they allow proper feeding, egg collection, and waste management. Second is food fertilizer. Formulated feed is provide to supply nutrients to the quill, and then this can help maintain quill health and improve both egg production and egg quality. Second is bedding. It's also used to maintain a comfortable temperature inside the cage. It can absorb moisture and waste, which help reduce the ammonia smell. For other equipment, include egg tray, which are used to arrange, store, and transport quill eggs safely. This can help prevent the egg cracking or damage during handling. Next is weighing scale. Is used to measure the weight of the quill and monitor their growth and production output. And next is nest book. Provide a safe and comfortable place for quill to lay egg. This improve egg quality and overall production efficient. So next is thermometer and hygrometer that used for measure the temperature inside the animal housing to ensure a sustainable environment. Second, that used for measure humidity, leaves level to maintain proper air moisture. So for the feeder, we use because we want to provide a clean and organized place for feed and ensure the quill have easy access to food at all time. So lastly is water rest. Is help maintain proper hydrogen and body function, and this can support digestion, growth and egg production to the quill. So that's all from me. We go to the next part.
Moving on to the infrastructure, we have two, which is the first one is semi-freeze system that provides more spatial and natural environment for the quills. This system prevents any injury that can cause from, for example, we can see startle fight and managing any risk of disease that can spread through the barn. The second one, we have feeding system that provides food for our quills. Food such as seeds, grains, insects, and some greens will be provided. Food and water are in the trough, placed in the middle of each coop in our big barn. So next, we'll be talking about our operating equipment. The first one is tools, which include cleaning and safety. For cleaning, we have hand tools. We have mini hay forks, shovels, rakes or broom, and wheelbarrow. We have more, but these are the examples that we can take. For safety gears, we have for our hands and arms, we will be using gloves. The next one, for eyes and face, our whole face will be covered by mask, spectacle or goggles. For our footwear, we'll be wearing slip-resistant boots. Lastly, we have for our body, we'll be wearing washable or disposable coveralls. Moreover, we have lighting and ventilation system. The first one is automated lighting system that includes to regulate any temperature or brightness. The brightness will automatically switch off and off during the daylight or night. So the next one, the second one, we have beak and cage ventilation. It will help to keep the normal temperature, to remove any dusty and ammonia-filled air and replace it with fresh air from the outside. This will improve the air quality inside of the barn, along with preventing heat stress from the livestock and moldy growth that can cause by the high humidity. As you can see here, the quills are also being taken care of for their health management. The first one, based on their environmental control and hygiene, we have proper clean bedding to prevent any bacterial growth and infections among livestock. Second one, we have regular sanitation protocols to avoid any spreading of bacteria. The third one, we have efficient manure management to keep livestock from getting dirty and any of the contamination of pathogens can be prevented. Lastly, emergency veterinary kit. This is very important for any of the unexpected accidents that can happen to the livestock whenever we don't have, since we are living in rural communities, rural area, it's hard to find immediate veterinary care. So, for example, we need antibiotic or parasitic treatment for the livestock, especially for the quills. Moving on to the projected costing, we will be talking about the fixed cost, variable cost, operating cost, and lastly, ownership cost. The fixed cost will include 9 particulars, which is construction of quill barns, waste management area, egg sorting area, storage building, or we call it as a warehouse, office equipments, feeding system, operating tools. Quills, we'll be buying it for 864 quills, and also the last one, loan from bank. the total estimated cost will be 140,820 ringgit. For variable costs, food and supplements for quills, medicine and healthcare, bedding materials, utilities, packaging materials will be included, and the estimated cost monthly will be 2,875 ringgit. For operational costs, we will include salaries, utilities, transportation, maintenance, and cleaning and sanitation expenses. This will be done monthly, so the estimated cost will be 2,850 ringgit only. On top of that, we have ownership costs that will include only one. This one, owner itself will have licenses and permits for 460 ringgit.
Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. On this slide, we can see the short-term returns of the Japanese quill farm, calculated on a monthly basis. The farm generates a total sale revenue of 6,290 ringgit per month from egg production alone. From this, we deduct the variable cost of 2,875 ringgit and the operational cost of 2,850 ringgit. After accounting for these expenses, the net profit is around 494 ringgit per month. It's also important to note that this short-term profit does not include recovery of the initial investment of 20,280 ringgit. The focus in the short term is on covering operational costs and stabilizing production. While the profit is relatively small, it shows that the business is operationally viable from the start. Moving to the long-term perspective, this slide shows the annual performance of the farm. From egg sales alone, the annual net profit is around 5,928 ringgit. Additionally, there is potential income from poultry meat sales. Assuming a 10% culling rate of 864 quails, we can sell approximately 86 birds per year at 8 ringgit each, which adds 688 ringgit in revenue. Therefore, the total annual return from both egg and meat is approximately 6,616 ringgit. With this performance, the farm is expected to recover the initial investment in about 3.42 years. After this payback period, all profits are actual net returns, making the business financially sustainable. The combination of continuous egg production and high probability meat sales ensure long-term profitability and demonstrate that quail farming is a viable small-scale agribusiness venture.
Conclusions: this project can be sustained for a long time because the quail eggs very high demand in the market. Many people think that's the quail eggs, the exotic foods, because so the quail eggs as a premium product in the market. So what should we to improve? First, we must to improving the cash infrastructure. We must to we can build the big shelter for the quails, so we can breeding the many quails in one time. The second is controlling quails disease and health. We should take care the health quails, so the productivity we can maintain it. And the last is manage quail dropping and protect the environment. So this we can recycle back all of part quails, such as the quails we can use as a compost fertilizer. So it will reduce costs and can save the environment from dirty.